With all the new responsibilities that I have, I've been finding it hard to get out and go camping. Now that it's getting dark out at like 4 p.m., it's just the way life is right now. Oh, not complaining about seeing the sunset though. This is the coldest night of the year yet for Minnesota. Right now we're working with -1 and it's just about 4 p.m. I have reason to believe that it's going to get down to like -6, -7 tonight. And we're going to be using just a ceramic space heater that you'd normally use at like a desk or in a little small office to see if it can keep the truck warm. I've been doing so many activities, in fact, that I actually had to take the bed out of my truck, which isn't normal. I don't do that. So let's go get it back in there. Well, the 2 seconds of Minnesota fall we had was awesome. Before we head on out of here, I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, Jackery. This is the 1500 unit. We got 2 input ports here, so this is what we use to charge. We have USB-C, a 5-volt 2.4 amp regular USB port, and then we have a COM quick charge 3.0, which allows your phone to charge real fast. An AC port, which is good for 110 volts and up to 1800 watts, which will be good enough for our heater tonight. And then of course we have a DC port right here, so if you want to use energy efficient things, they usually come with a DC plug. We have a backlit screen here that just clicks on with the touch of a button and automatically turns off, so you don't have to worry about that draining our battery. This is a battery and an inverter all built into one, so there's a fan system to keep this thing cool and also insulated in the colder weather. Of course, you can use a lot of different electronic items with this thing. For me, I like to charge batteries and dry my boots. Of course, you're gonna need to charge this unit, so let's run through the 3 ways that you can do that. The first way is with solar panels. Solar panels plug directly into the unit here using one of their splitters. You can plug in up to 4 solar panels at a time, giving you 400 watts of power input. They have magnetic clasps that hold it together. They're light, portable, and they have these sweet little kickstands to set them up when you're outside. The second way to charge, which is probably my favorite, is just with the regular old AC charger. And the third and final way is to plug this thing into your car's DC output. In my opinion, that's the best way to charge it while you're on the road. So Jackery's actually offering 15% off select items in their store up until December 10th, well, the evening of, so midnight. If you guys want to check that out, go ahead and click the link in the description. I love using battery power generators, and I think that if you like camping, you will too. So if you need some power supplies, go check them out. Thanks to them for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to the pre-parade programming. We're dealing with today. Oh wow, yeah, somebody went off the road here. All right, luckily it just looks like a lot of snow, but that's one messed up pickup. All right, and just like that, it's dark out. It's only 5 o'clock, but here we are. up in northern Minnesota, enjoying 0-degree temperatures. The remote-controlled ceramic tower heater with digital display. Fires. Doesn't really tell me a whole lot about the unit, but... So this is the heater that I'm going to be using to stay warm all night. As you can see, looks like something that you'd find at your mom's desk. Of course, we're going to be using the Jackery to power it up. This is the 1500, and you can see that it's fully charged right now. It is so cold out that lithium-ion batteries don't like it, so for now, we're just going to have to put on our Midwest mentality and tough it out. All right, so this recipe is from one of the people that watch this channel. It says, "My name is Braden. I'm in the 7th grade. First time contacting you. I want to do what you do one day. I just wanted to ask you something. Could you do this recipe that my grandma made before she passed?" Definitely, Braden. And may your grandma rest in peace, but we're going to try to recreate this recipe here. Mentions a Joanne at the end, so Joanne, I hope we can do your soup justice here. It's a potato, carrot, and onion with rosemary soup. It sounds really good. Nice way to warm up on a -3-degree night if this thing doesn't keep me warm. So, which, by the way, we should probably check to see if it works. Dang. All right. Okay, we're not going to waste the power on that thing because it's already drawing. You can see it was drawing 1,400 watts of power, which means that this battery, I mean, it holds 1,500 amp hours of power, so this thing would die within... I can't answer these things. It said 4 hours, though, so let's get cooking, and we'll deal with the heater in a second. Oh, geez, I forgot my chef's knife. Well, that'll have to do. Ooh, spicy. Look at the carrots already froze. It's ridiculous. Oh my, dude, everything's frozen. Smells so good. Ooh, that was a lot. Uh-oh. Don't you just hate it when Bay leaves? Oh. Okay. Bruh. It's cold out there. -3? The thing's simmering right now. It's not warm. Just for a second. There's been a lot of like, obviously responsibility that's come along with house owning. And I think this week I've been struggling with prioritizing things. I've been having a hard time knowing what to put first to make myself feel good. And I've also been acting like sort of impulsively, if that makes any sense. So I'm trying to work on that stuff for this week to feel a little bit better. Honestly, getting out and spending a night in the truck is probably exactly what I needed. And I say that every episode, but this is kind of like my mental escape. This is like a very safe bet that it will make me feel better. So I hope that if you're going through something similar, you find your own little mental escape. And you don't have to be in -2 degrees to do it. Just kidding. I like it. I honestly think if I didn't have seasons, well, I know if I didn't have seasons, I'd be more bummed. I love being able to see snow and endure the cold. There's something just that's like comfy about it. Well, endure the cold might be biting my words. You buster. Oh, jeez. Break it right now, imagine. It is so cold. My yogurt is frozen. Oh my god. You're gonna have to dice it just. Well, this thing's hot, but how much battery is it taking up? Oh my gosh. It's too much. Let's cool it down to like a solid 40 in here. How about that? That rate is gonna die right away. All right, so it's 58 degrees in here right now. It's -3 outside. My battery, after 10 minutes of use at 1500 watts, got put down to 93%. I had no idea that this thing was gonna draw 1500 watts of power. Kind of just bought whatever I saw on Amazon, but I better go ahead and eat the soup to stay warm. Oh, dude, that is so good. Braden, thank you for sharing Joanne's recipe. This is amazing. For those of you that aren't aware, -3 for this time of year in Minnesota, it's not that uncommon, but it's uncommon. I got myself a new camp pillow. We're gonna try. Hot soup, new pillow. It doesn't get much better. I almost forgot. One of my local places was selling these. Smoked shrimp. Never have I ever had a smoked shrimp in my life or heard of them, so. What? Okay. All right. That may or may not be like one of the greatest things in the world. $9:30, 9:38 to be exact. 90% left on the battery. With it set at 45 degrees, I'm honestly gonna turn this thing down to as low as it'll go, so 39. If the battery dies, it's not its fault. These electric heaters, they just draw so much power. I thought I was buying one that was, it was called efficient online, but I mean, no electric heater is efficient. Plus, my car really isn't that efficient with glass all the way around with no insulation on it. Usually I bring my propane heater just in case, but tonight we're gambling. I woke up at 3 and the battery had already died. Space heaters are not camper friendly. So that smoke happens when the lake is warmer than the air outside, and it kind of vaporizes the water. That's so cool. Wow. Electronic heaters, fryers, anything like with electronic and heat, not battery friendly. I, in northern Minnesota, could not rely on that heat all night. If you guys have any other heating things you want me to try that you can find online, let me know. Interesting video ideas that you have. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep doing my thing. If you guys want to submit a recipe, go ahead and head over to mavmade.com. As always, until next time, you already know the drill. Just keep on trucking.